Gang, Ian Anderson, Jeff Faes, Central Coast Disc Golf. We're back for some more Oakland City Championships, Round 3, Part 2. Jeff, it's been an adventure so far.
It's been an adventure. I like seeing those turkeys up front. Chabot's kind of known there's turkeys that just prowl this course. We're all looking like turkeys right now. Lewis is really showing us how to play this course. There's actually a lot of mountain lions out here. I just thought about that. Lewis is like the mountain lion and we're the turkeys right now. But we got 9 holes to try to prove him wrong. Let's see it.
All right. Where are we going on hole 1 this time? Which is now, I guess, hole 10.
Yeah, hole 10, hole 1/10. Mike's got a huge drive. He's basically showing the clinic on this hole. It's as far as you can throw. Well, mortals throw. We're playing the long tee to a slightly less long pin from the last go round.
Okay. Scooter with a pretty good flex crush.
I think Mike's shot, that's the hole says 495, but he just threw it the full 500 and he's not there. I bet he threw that, at least 500 foot power on that shot.
Oh, yeah, because it's a longer tee pad this round.
Yeah.
This 9. That's right. Wow. Danny fortunately comes up short of the green, and you're teleporting over there?
You keep seeing that teleport come out. That looks dangerous on the OB line, right? I think that looks safe, actually. That was cutting it way too close, though. But
wow,
it's one of those holes you really need to put everything into it and get a full flex if you want any sort of a jump putt at it. If you're not in the sort of girthy Simon Eagle category of thrower.
Yeah, it's a short list.
Yeah, it's a very short list. That can probably birdie this hole on the inside the circle putt.
Yeah, man, watching Garrett throw is just amazing.
I played with him at SF Open, and man, it was pretty amazing. It really is.
Yeah,
he's it's easy distance,
isn't it? Yeah, he never looks like he's throwing hard, and then it goes like 600 feet, and you're like,
yeah,
why? How is that happening?
Just want to study that form. I think it's just explosive power.
Yeah, I think it is too. He's been playing since he was 2 years old too, which
there you go.
Helps.
That helps. That's not everything, but that helps a lot.
It sure does. Got some good upshots so far. Scooter getting a little tree assist. That should par.
Mike was the one that has a outside look at a jump putt in, but the rest of us are just trying to get our pars here. I mean, you got a nice hill background you can play into. Uh-huh. You can see the stakes to the right. The OB is off to the right, but it kind of ends there short of the pin. Mike actually had a bad angle.
Oh, he did. I didn't notice that tree was going to be in the way. Good upshot, though, and here you are going to try and save that par, which you do nicely. What'd you throw the up with there?
I think that was a resistor forehand. It's like a slow, overstable mid-range fairway driver, but really overstable, kind of just a distance control, so I wouldn't go too far past.
Nice. You throwing the deflector?
Yeah, I've just been throwing it for a few months, working it into my game right now. It's fantastic. It's definitely a disc I needed. I'm waiting for some really windy round when I can see it at its finest. But Mike with his easy 3.
Yeah.
You say easy 3, but man, there's a lot of OB risk if you try to go too hard on that hole. So
there is.
We all 3'd. That's a typical look from an open card, but you'll see 3s and 4s. I don't know if anybody 2'd that.
Thrown Innova and competed with Innova. I don't think I'd be playing the sport if it wasn't for creating the disc itself and then just taking it to the next level over and over and over again. How great the discs are themselves. It's really gained my trust, and I don't think I would be here without Innova. I don't see myself doing anything else.
All right, guys, we are back. And again, huge thanks to MVP for sponsoring the coverage, as well as Mr. Faes. I know you love their plastics so much. They have just the coolest looking discs,
Yeah, and their graphics and video guy is second to none, man. I'm always impressed by the ads they're putting out. That teleport relativity ad is close to my heart. Those are discs I love, distance shots.
And this is a pretty good distance shot, Jeff.
And par 3, I've never seen anybody with anything closer than a jump putt here, where it's just tucked so tight around a corner after steep uphill climb. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, Mike, he hucked that one hard. See if it gets there. Oh, wow.
He did a lot right there, but just the starting angle was wrong. He had the angle, height, all that was going well for him. You basically want to get to that corner as close as you can, and then set yourself for, if you can get a 50-footer on this hole, you threw a great shot.
Scooter might be in trouble here, Jeff.
That's a little tight. He's trying to pin it right on the corner, and he just took a little too much risk, I think.
Yep. Danny going roller. I was wondering if we're going to see a roller on this one.
Yeah, you're going to say it makes sense?
It looks like it makes sense, but
it does make sense. The problem is it's so steep, the uphill, you're trying to land. So here's a relativity, actually. I remember throwing this one.
Uh-huh.
That's the spot. That's about as good as I can throw it. And you just you get to the corner and then make a big putt over. Danny's roller, you need it to land basically vertical. So that it's got to be moving to the right immediately after it lands.
Oh, sure.
A little closer to that one, actually.
Yeah, Lewis is trying it, but yeah, it's again the same thing you said.
Went out left because you're climbing the hill so steep and then trying to get it to turn right. You can't really have any left turning angle on once it lands.
Makes a ton of sense. Here is Danny's second shot, little forehand up.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, he does those so well. And Sale going to the forehand as well. Yep.
Pretty similar. That's a pretty typical look on this hole. A drive that's not perfect, you're going to be just pitching up, get your 3.
Oh, Scooter getting creative here.
Liking that one.
Oh, that was great.
Anytime there's a forehand roller, you can just hear the smile on Corey's commentary.
Absolutely. I'm a backhand roller fiend. He's a forehand roller fiend.
Yeah, Lewis.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good look.
All
right. Here's our birdie look.
Dang, Jeff.
I don't even remember if I got it. Oh, that's not going in.
Jeff.
Go all that way just to leave it short. There's another one of those moments I gotta have a talk with that guy.
That's a sad right there. That's what that is. Oh.
Yeah. Nice, Scooter.
That would have been a great get. Yeah, that was a great par save from Scooter.
Forehand roller to par save.
Yeah. This looks so much closer on the roll than his putt was. He still had some work left to do. Thankfully, he did it. A bunch of par drop-ins here. Looks like we're looking at a little barbecue action.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty typical look for an open card on this hole. Yeah. I mean, I think we all really like this hole. I do. I like the hole. It's a separator. It's going to be a really good filling birdie. I think this course needs some of those, and I don't know. It's a good hole. I like it.
I like this course. Like every shot is wildly different. Every hole is its own animal, which I really dig.
Sure. It's got a lot of. I mean, the elevation is what makes this course special. It's got a lot of ups and down, uphill, downhill.
We're pushing it way back here for hole 12.
Oh
Jeff.
Man, this says par 3. This is like a joke. This is.
Where's the
this
basket?
Is a tough par 4, man. It's in this little keyhole. It's like hiding from you. Like it doesn't want to be seen. Look at that.
Come on, Scott. What is that?
He just sits at home laughing at us, knowing that we're out playing this hole.
That man is diabolical.
It is. First shot, you're just trying to go as far up as you're comfortable. Way left is OB. Way right kind of pinches your angle on the second shot. But we're almost all thinking ahead to our second shot here. You just put one out there in your comfort range and then try to get to that keyhole, because if you're not right at the mouth, there's only one spot, like a little 10-foot circle that you have a putt.
That is ridiculous. Scooter with a pretty decent drive. Danny leaking a little right, but this will work. Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's off that hillside. Yeah, he's fine. He's got a little pinched approach line, but he's still thinking he's got his 3 in hand.
Mm-hmm. This looks like your teleport again.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of work in this tournament.
It is. You're throwing a lot of big shots.
Than I want to be, but it's actually better than I expected to be. That opens up a good angle to that keyhole.
Yeah, you should have a great window at it.
Being way left.
Lewis looks like he's going to be trying to hang out with you.
Lewis going big.
Wow.
That's pretty much dead center. I mean, it's all coming down to this shot now. We're all in perfectly fine position.
Scooter, don't think it's going to get far enough right.
No, it held him back too.
Yeah.
He's basically looking at a layup there into the mouth and then just make his putt.
Okay.
I think he's got a ceiling issue there too. I don't think he can actually even give it a run.
Does it drop off past the basket?
Way past. Nobody's worried about that. I think we lost Danny's shot there.
Yeah. I think it worked. It was going to work. Okay, we'll see.
They're going right at it, or he's too tight. Oh, yeah, that's stuck in the tree, actually.
Oh.
And we are in 2-meter zone here, too. 2-meter penalty.
Oh, no. And you are forehanding teleport again or something else?
I'm stuck too. I just remember that I almost knocked Mike's disc out of the tree. That tree is like the grabbiest tree ever. There's every disc that hits that tree is guaranteed to stick. I don't know why we were even coming close. That was a motion. It's like a really overstable fairway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a bad shot. There's no reason to be testing that tree.
Yeah, there's Scooter getting out. He's gonna have a longer putt than he wants for his 4.
A lot of these pins are the first we've seen of them. So like that's the kind of mistake Mike and I both made that we'll, pretty much never make again on this hole. I mean, not intentionally.
Yeah.
We won't be cut that corner tight. We'd much rather have a long putt on this than try to get greedy and park this hole.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this pin before.
Oh, we got the 3.
Gosh.
So you can see from Lewis right there, that's 3 perfect shots. I mean, the first shot, it's kind of, a normal shot out to the middle. Second shot hit the exact spot we were talking about at the keyhole, and then it's still a tough putt, and he made it.
Okay, I was wondering if he was trying to make that putt, but now he just pitched up. And
here's one of those only in disc golf moments. It's real athleticism being displayed in those shots.
Solid hunch. You're great hunching form, Jeff.
You're like, I'm going to throw it at the ground 15 feet away from me because that's all I have. But we both threw the same thing, so obviously that was a shot.
Yeah, you can't feel bad if somebody else did it too. So there's your 4, and Danny with a 4 as well. And this is a 5 for Mike with the 2-meter penalty stroke.
Yeah, that's a 5. I think we're both taking 5s there.
Did you too? You stuck in the tree too?
Yeah, well, I was right next to him. I almost hit him out.
Oh man,
look at that.
You
can see by those scores that's a par 4.
Really? Oh man, that's why I lost a disc in a tree one time right before a tournament. I was looking around everywhere for it, and the dude behind me knocked it out of the tree.
Yes.
Like it actually happened. I didn't even know it was in the tree. Hey, the hole 13. We're going to a different pin this time, Jeff. Where are we going?
It is at this smaller gap that Danny hit before in the last go round on his second shot. No, his third shot.
Yeah.
This is much more. It's much more gettable as a par 3. It's still a big shot, but anything that fades left is going to be OB. There's immediately to the left of this pin. There's an OB line. So you can see everybody's going to try to attack this pin, but with something that's finishing to the right. Scooter just didn't quite get over enough. Lewis is actually in a pretty good spot. He's going to have a really tough look at it, but he threw a pretty good shot.
Oh man, Scooter's got way right.
Yeah, he's going to just be trying to approach to it. This is a really tricky spot. If you saw where that pin location is, it's on a hillside with pinch between trees. Danny's going to have to get down quick. He just got OB. You can see the left white stakes there to the left. Anything that gets too high is pretty much destined for there.
Man, that looked great out of his hand. It just kept coasting.
Oh, this is the shot right here. Mike's throwing something.
Is it like a sidewinder or something? What is
Roadrunner, sidewinder, something extremely flippy, but he's just knowing it's going to finish right. I'm going to try to copy that.
Cool.
This hole's killing me. It's killing me. Delete this from the video.
We'll definitely edit it out. We won't see this.
That's pretty bad.
Are you safe?
Yeah, that's safe. You can see the stakes over there to the left, but it was so bad that it was safe.
It's so bad it's good. I like shots like that. Oh, whoa. Some crazy action on a thumber, Jeff.
Yeah, that's one of those shots where you just kind of, if you really don't know what to throw and the footing's bad, you just kind of become a caveman and just throw in the general direction of the pin.
What's your thumber disc of choice?
That's a motion. It's overstable. It goes a mile. I mean, it just kind of holds panned upside down it's kind of a thumber freak disc. I love it.
Awesome.
But that worked out surprisingly well. Danny, that's a nice little pitch from his OB spot.
Yeah, that was his third.
Lewis has got a tricky look.
What the heck?
It's Lewis Bitney show.
He is unbelievable right now.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis, I'd say he's a streaky player, but usually that implies like bad and good. And
yeah,
he's good, or he's got streaks of like real elite player in him.
Yeah,
and it's when that putt gets working, it's fun to watch because it's a unique style. And man, when they just drop in like that, where it dropped in with no speed, it just plunk in the bottom of the cage.
I love his putt, man. It cracks. It actually kind of reminds me of yours a little bit, to be honest.
A little bit. He's kind of like an extreme version of mine, I would say.
Yeah, I buy that.
Danny, I think that's his bogey save after being OB on the drive.
Yeah. And here is your par save. And I believe Mike with a par as well.
Hey, you asked where the headband
there it is. Was it under the beanie the whole time?
I don't remember if I had it on the last hole. Yeah, it's always on. It's like I was born with it. Take the beanie off and expose it.
Love that thing. Mike was mean bugging that one. Did not appreciate that par.
You can see there are birdies and bogeys and pars. I like that hole. It's got some separation factor to it.
It does. Yeah.
Risk and really good shot will get you a birdie.
Where are we headed this time, Jeff?
This is a longer version of what was already a really tough uphill hole. So the par 3 again, disregard. Nobody's twoing this hole without feeling like an eagle. So we're going further up the hill, further away, a longer tee.
Feeling like an Eagle McMahon?
Yeah. 405, I think this plays, 580 if you were going to actually park the hole, maybe 600.
Uh-huh.
Lewis, that's actually a good shot. He threw it about as far as he can, and he probably, if he lucked into one of the few gaps you have uphill, he could make a long uphill heave putt at it. But you kind of have to luck out with getting one of those gaps, even if you get pin high.
Sure. Mike puts some stank on that one, but still way short.
Yeah, he's right by the other pin, which was a full drive, which is fine. So he's got the elevation taken out already, but now he's got a tricky side hill approach.
Is that the relativity?
Yeah, that's kind of getting greedy. That came out pretty good. It might have hit a tree, actually kicked back over. I was flirting with OB, but that's actually an excellent spot to be, maybe accidentally. But from where that disc landed, you've got a straight uphill, you can kind of try to throw in at it with a good angle to the hillside.
Yeah, you might probably in a better spot than Scooter, for instance.
Yeah, Scooter probably threw a safer shot off the tee, but he's in much worse shape.
Yep. And Danny? He's going to be hanging out with Scooter, it looks like.
You just have to make sure you have a clear arm motion.
He got through, kind of.
I think so.
A little bit.
Here's that shot. You can see straight up. It's wide open from where I'm at.
Oh, wow.
Kind of chance it.
Honestly, not a bad play to just throw it there almost.
Three's great, too.
Yeah.
I'd love to have it on this hole every time. It's like the last time we played through on this hole, rollaways are virtually guaranteed for somebody in the group. I mean, You can barely stand where the basket is, especially there's pine needles there. It's just, see, Mike's just happy. That's just sticking.
Yeah. Good smart shot right there. Kind of matched the angle of the hill.
Yeah.
Danny with the forehand up. Oh, also beautiful.
You can see, yeah. I mean, it doesn't show on camera. He landed, and then it just starts sliding on its own. It's that steep.
That pine straw, man, it's slick.
So Lewis, great drive, just jailed. You could see all he could do is pitch out.
Yeah.
I mean, he was about as good as you'll ever see a drive on that hole. He would actually benefited from being 15 feet shorter. He would have had a look at it, but
it's funny like that sometimes. Scooter just barely missed his par putt. Lewis does not, though.
See, I think Lewis is going to a knee there just to have like 3 supporting points on the ground, just to make it less awkward to stand on the hill. He's going tripod.
It's unconventional yet effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in.
I got a bunch of par drop-ins for everyone. I believe Scooter will be taking the lone bogey here. Careful, guys.
Yeah. Take your time, Scooter. There you go.
Yep.
That's one of those holes you kind of just want to get out of the way and just move on and like hope you didn't blow it up, because much more likely to blow it up than to do something special on it.
Accurate. There's that one bug for Scooter. Everybody else taking pars. Lewis, my gosh, 9-stroke lead.
I stopped looking at the score at this point. I mean,
I did too. I just figured I'd check it after a while.
Yeah, I'll start looking again.
Turns out he's still winning by a lot. Oh.
All right. We're hole 15. This was also hole, I don't know, what was that, 6, 7?
Yeah, 6.
So we're not in that diabolical spot, but this is a brother to it, because this is like this hill. Everything wants to funnel OB. You're having to throw a hazard to land on this hillside, and then you can see the OB stakes immediately on the right. It's just another. It's just a cruel and unusual punishment situation.
Lewis has the box, as is tradition.
That was a pretty good shot, and you can see the hill. I mean, everything. This is like Teflon hill. Everything, nothing's sticking to it.
No.
You're gonna end. I mean, Lewis is probably really happy there because he's not OB and he's actually got a look. It's a long putt, but I mean,
he'll probably make it. He's been making them all already.
Well, let's just count it. Let's count it right now.
Exactly.
A long uphill putt is almost the best case scenario on this hole, because you don't want the long downhill putt because you're going OB if you don't make it.
What are you throwing here, Jeff?
I think that's a matrix mid-range, pretty neutral. One of those mid. Oh boy.
Oh, sit.
Just trying to demonstrate how this hole normally looks. That's OB by an inch.
It looks like it, huh?
Yeah, the matrix is one of those mid ranges that's kind of neutral. You can kind of throw flip ups with it. You can throw it flat and let it fade right. kind of a do everything, middle of my mid range lineup.
Yeah, actually, Danny's on the Central Coast Disc Golf Store if you want to check them out. Yeah, great flyer.
I actually go check that out.
Yeah,
Ian.
yeah.
I need another CCDG stamp. I got the spin still working, but
nice. I heard you threw in the spin during SFO. Like two hundo.
The spin was actually on the last hole of my uphill second shot was a spin, a little understable mid range.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. We already counted it. Why do we even need to show it?
Lewis, dude is on a heater.
Yeah, that spin eagle I had at SFO, that was like a mistake. That was trying to lay it up, and I just stayed up and went in.
That's a good problem.
I'm glad we got a replay here. That was great. Both angles.
Lewis.
That's the anti-hail angle.
I was telling Lewis during round 2, he has like the opposite of raptor legs. Like he just a little baby steps when he jogs it down.
There, you count the steps from the hole.
That is hilarious.
You count all the steps. That was like a 90-foot putt, right?
Easily. He took 40 steps to get there. Oh, Danny just misses the chains.
He's not OB, so not the end of the world. You saw Mike just lay that up and it rolled away. So
yeah,
even your layup is no guarantee. It makes you almost want to run it.
Yep.
There's a 3P save. That's a pretty typical thing. I'd say one person on every open card has a 3P on his hole.
Yep, I could see it happening. Oh, Mike.
Oh, man.
At least it's sad. And we'll take a 4. It's a sad
it's tough
4, though.
To go into a hole where it's 284 feet and you can blow it up pretty easily. It's not all in your hands here.
No.
I think Danny just scared me.
We just got punked.
Man.
Dan Kerfeld. All right. As they drop in, I believe that's a par for Scooter. Hopefully. Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Mike with the bogey, and Lewis just
double-digit lead here. Gosh, I don't want to admit it. It
went from 9 to 11 too.
I don't know if that's embarrassing for the rest of us or just impressive because he's just playing great. Let's
go with impressive because you guys are all good.
I'm not embarrassed. We're playing fine.
Yeah.
Just sometimes you get outclassed and tip your hat. Lewis.
Yep.
Looking good.
He sure is. Hole 16, we got doglegged right this time.
Yeah, par 3. This is a real par 3 this time. We got OB all along the right side. This is a new pin I'd never seen before. It's pinched between OB and the green. Lewis is early.
OB.
Yeah. Like I said, if there's trees, you're probably OB. So keep it in the open spaces. You need to swing that forehand really wide. It's a 320 is probably legit. You're going over a valley, but you're landing kind of at the same elevation level. That was just kind of playing a safe thumber, a little too high, a little short, but I'm fine there.
That's not bad at all, man. Whoa.
Danny's down.
Down goes Kerfeld.
Laughing at this, but Danny falls.
He falls a lot. He does.
The top 1%, maybe more in disc golf of falling off on tee pad. So I stopped even asking if he's okay because he's always okay.
That's definitely not the first time he's fallen on a tee pad on Central Coast Disc Golf even.
He falls once per every 3 rounds at least. And he's always fine, and he's in good spirits about it. So I think he went OB though, but I mean, good luck keeping it in his fairway when you're falling down as you throw.
Accurate. Lewis pitching up on his 3rd shot here.
A little tricky. If he goes long left, he's on the green. If he goes anywhere right, he's OB. So that's a good shot.
Yeah, I didn't notice how close the green was to the basket here.
Scott Riley pin placement really.
Sure Scott Riley signature pin. Sale giving that a layup. He'll take his par. Yeah.
If you're not in position here, there's not really any way you're going for it.
Scooter was though.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to be in position. All these short shots where me and Scooter are. Oh, at least it didn't roll out of bounds. Makeable. Lewis just clean up his 4, but I don't think he's worried about anybody catching him right now.
No, probably not. Unless he just doesn't show up for the final 9 or something.
No, I mean, he's thinking big still. He's probably just, I know he's disappointed in that. He's the 1060, 1070 round potential that he's letting slip here, but
true.
Two bogeys on that hole. It can happen. It can happen on any hole out here.
Yeah, but he's had some incredible birdies to balance it out. So
yeah,
I'm sure he's not feeling too bad. All right, Jeff, you getting this one?
We're back to 17. This was also hole 8. Like I said, any pin position, this is a must birdie. This one has a hillside you're playing into. Again, there's OB immediately left, but as long as you have that in your head, just don't go OB left. This is a must get for an open card for sure. 268 feet downhill, just a little hyzer.
Throw on the Volt.
I think that's oh.
OB?
It's OB. That's OB. That's probably 3P territory, but man, that is, again, if we can just delete a few of these shots, we're good to go.
It's 50 bucks a shot.
There's one thing you can't do on this hole. I just did it. Scooter played that a little bit too safe. He'll have a putt overdo it though.
Mm-hmm. And Sale?
We're all throwing mid ranges or putters here, but
yeah.
Mike did what I did.
That's OB right there?
He babied it a little bit. Yeah, everything down the left tight is OB, but if you just play it wide over the green and just play it like slide into that hillside, you're fine. That's what Lewis is basically playing here. He's a little short, but that's way inside Lewis range. So,
and it's better short than OB.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a huge landing zone here. I mean, it doesn't really look like it between the green and the OB. Danny's playing this extremely wide. So, all in all, we did not play this like an open card, I would say, but see if Mike can save his 3 here.
Yep. Ooh, good bid.
I'm sure that one's still haunting him to this day since March.
Danny. Oh, how did that not go in?
He tried to lean it in.
It looked like it went right through the basket.
Lewis
missing a putt?
Is he opening the door for us again?
I think he's trying.
Nice, Scooter.
Yeah, that's a good hit right there. Good too. Getting a stroke on the leader there. And you are looking for the 3P.
Yeah, probably just thinking about how disappointed I am in myself while I putted that one. I think it's one of those things where if you think too much about the one thing you can't do, that's the only thing you're going to do.
Uh-huh.
I think it's me and Mike's scenario there. We're just like, as long as you don't go B, you're fine. And then that leaves you only one thing you can do.
That's like, don't hit that tree. And then you look right at the tree exactly. And you throw right ahead and you hit it. Yeah. This golf's a funny game. All right, we are on to our last round 3, hole 18.
Hole 18. We are not playing from the tee pad where this drone is flying from. We're playing all the longer tees, but this should be accurate. We're going to that green basket. I believe it's on an elevated pin here, 518 feet. It plays a real 518 just because you go uphill immediately to start the hole, and then then it goes slowly downhill the whole rest of the way. So you can't really throw it downhill because you have a little mound right in front of you. I think we have a series of awkward handshakes going on here.
Oh, and high fives. It's a nice combo of.
We're all doubling up.
I don't think I've ever seen this before. I kind of enjoy it.
Maybe that's a new NorCal tradition, the Czech Republic's got their little chain shaking.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just go all awkward, extremely long high fives to end our rounds.
That is fantastic. Looks like Scooter turned that one over a little bit too much. Hit the fence. You are going to teleport. It's got to be
teleport.
Yeah.
Back to the well. That's great. Anything down here with a putt at this is fine. I mean, you got that green. Like I said, it swallows up all the pretty good shots. So you want to be either kind of mediocre or great off the tee. Lewis is in that safe mediocre zone right there.
He is. Yeah, should pretty easy 3 from there.
He's not worried. Yeah. 3 is a pretty normal score here. 518 feet. You need a little extra.
Yeah, a 2 is exceptional. Danny got a little greedy, threw something pretty flippy.
He's fine. He's right on that OB on the right, but he's fine. If you actually go OB there, it's really high potential lost disc. It drops off immediately.
Oh, really?
Really nasty hillside of a lot of debris and stuff. And Mike, that's a typical shot right there.
Yeah, should have no problem up and downing.
He's staying clear of OB the whole way.
Scooter playing the skip shot. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's tough. I remember from the last go through that you're pinched on the hillside against that fence. There's only so much you can do, and he shot it pretty good. A little short, but I think he's in his range.
Yeah,
Lewis.
That's definitely in his range.
Little round finisher right there.
Yep.
Putting a cap on it.
Sale just lays up. Danny will lay up from pin high right, or run it.
A little aggressive.
Yeah.
He's got a fence right behind the basket, but you don't really want that uphill putt to this elevated basket. But Scooter, nice save.
Wow, good hit.
There, especially after a first drive he's not probably too happy with, but take the 3.
Yeah. And for birdie, Jeff? Hey, there you go, man.
I do not remember making that putt. I was getting ready to
really?
talk about finishing on a disappointing level. That's a great 2.
That's a great way to finish your round. Can't do 2 on a 518-foot hole? That's legit, man.
I think I threw further in my younger days. Tanny saved his 3 there.
And this, wait.
You have a stunt double, Ian? Is that a stunt double?
I like that, though. That's solid.
How do we even know if we were watching Lewis Bitney all around?
It was actually Corey. It was Corey the whole time.
I think we might have had Corey driving on some of those holes. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch.
Those forehand holes? That might have been Corey.
That's a classic Corey Lou bit right there.
That is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of that. Right there. What a great birdie to end your day there, Jeff. You were
wrap it up. That was great.
Yeah, you're in striking distance of Mike in second place there.
Fun round playing with friends. I mean, I've played so much with all these guys that it's just a pleasure, We just have fun the whole round out there. One of those cards you love to be on.
Awesome, man. That was a really fun watch. Thank you again so much for coming on commentary.
See you. Love being here. This is great.
Yeah, it's a joy, man. Do it again sometime soon. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you come back for the final 9.